Hello, I'm here and we're talking about growing up in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, leaving the documentation behind just to deal with. And this is my second taping of this. I just taped one and just deleted it. It was a little too angry, so I'm not going to post that one. I'm going to post this one. In the 90s, as I told you, we had the concept of cream, cash rules everything around me. Now, the concept and the only standard that my community had or adopted was this: do whatever you have to do to pay the bills. Work in the school and give people lousy education, you're good. um, Work as a social worker and give everybody, every other ethnic group money except for black people, you're good. Work in a place that feeds people bad food, remember Ice Cube, I might have to give you food that might give you cancer because my child doesn't take no for an answer, you're good. And what I'm saying is all these actions are not only accepted by the black community, but promoted and admired. And they've been admired for 20 years. Trying to do something systemically on your own, um, as an alternative for us to actually live healthy lives, doesn't play in. Get the cash, pay your bills. Get the cash, pay your bills. Bring in the money. Bring in the money. There's no ethics. There's no how you treat people. There's no. It's all that matters. And I'm very frightened of the division between black men and women. It's not just an online thing. I hear it and I see it and I'm listening to them talk and this is the problem, the key to it. We don't have any standards. We have one. And you can't function even two people as a community with one standard, particularly in a society that's trying to make sure you can't get paid. If you say, hey, do what you got to do to bring money in and we have the fair chance, fine. But if the society uses us for everybody else to get paid and has all kinds of walls to where we can't get paid, unless we can do it on our own, and you don't support doing it on your own, then what you're saying is you're stuck. You're putting yourself in a grinder. And I'm very nervous. My marriage is done, it's shot. It's just because the easiest thing in the black community, or in America, period, you could say, is to just throw each other away. It's the easiest thing, and that's not really good. But again, if you don't have a standard, what difference does it make if you only got one standard? But I'm seeing the relationship between black men and women in particular, the anger and the bitterness from both sides, because we're trying to function on this one standard, and it's causing so much hate. And I'm telling you, I talk to brothers, I've been in the shelter, black men, talking to them, listening to them. Black ladies, you're not going to win this. The bitterness and the hate that's coming out that these men have in them, and the violence that we can do, you're not going to win. And my family is made up of mostly black women, and I'm terrified. I'm terrified. It's ticking time bombs. And the violence and the hate that we're pointing at each other. And if you think you can call the cops when your boyfriend or husband flips out, they're going to come in and shoot everybody. So just know that. And that's what terrifies me about it, all of it. And it doesn't matter what age range, I'm seeing it. We're shooting it at each other. So that's why I created the Conderson Center, which is an institution, an alternative to what we have. And that's why I created one tier on my Patreon page is a support group where I do videos and we can talk in a safe space, talk about real concepts and real issues to solve some of these problems. So support that, support my other platforms. I'm doing essays all the time, and I may have to start doing essays again, just long form essays, more than just talking about where I grew up, but dealing with some of these issues. It's been on my mind lately because the division and the hate. To be divided is one thing. And look, if you are in a relationship and it's not working, you want to move on, that's fine. But the bitterness and the hate that's coming at each other, I don't know. It's a little troubling, a little concerning. So I'll probably have to bring back Thought Factory again and start dealing with some of these issues um, in a deeper way. But I'll try to do another video tomorrow to talk about, again, some of the things growing up. I guess I would be talking about more of my college years when I went to Kingsborough Community College and what it was like. So we're moving into that. And my relationship with hip hop changing. So we'll deal with that. Until next time, take care of yourself, support the platforms if you can, and be safe. Please be safe. It's rough out here.